Dear student, namaste. So we are in day 10. So dear student, today we will study difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity. Previously, I think in day 8 class we have studied. In 8th class, but day 8 class we have studied about this. What are the difference? How we can differentiate between scalar quantity and vector quantity? Scalar quantity, they possesses magnitude only, but here it possesses magnitude and direction both. Okay, this scalar quantity can aided by simple rules of algebra. Okay, but this vector cannot aided by simple algebraic rules, but can aided by simple triangle law of direction. Only this much. If we say the difference, then it will be the correct answer. Okay, dear student, very nice. So, dear student, we are in speed and velocity. So, how can we define speed and how we know what is speed and how we can say what is velocity? So, speed it can be defined as its formula is speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance upon time. So we can change. We can define in very simple way the distance covered by a body. Distance covered by a body per unit time. Distance covered by a body. This is called divided per unit time. Is known as what is called. Okay. The distance covered by the body per unit time is known as speed. Okay. It is also known as rate of motion. Speed can be defined. Its next term we can say rate of motion. If anybody is saying rate of motion, so we can simply know he is talking about the speed. SI unit is meter per second because distance unit is its SI unit is meter and time is second. So we can say the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Any confusion? How we can define distance covered by a body? Distance covered by a body per unit time. It's called speed. Average speed. How we can what is the formula of average speed? Distance traveled upon time taken. How much distance a body traveled divided by time taken. Suppose from point A, point B. This distance traveled is from here to point B. Okay, distance traveled. Suppose here traveled 100 meter. How many times? 100 meter. Suppose 30 seconds. 30 seconds. So this is what distance traveled upon time taken. We can calculate average speed. Any confusion? So let's move in velocity. How we can define velocity? First, you know the formula: distance traveled upon time taken. Say distance traveled upon time taken. So average speed and velocity formula is same. So how we can define it? It is defined as the distance covered in a straight line. Velocity always covered in a straight line. Distance should be covered in a straight line by a body per unit time. It is also known as the rate of displacement. It is also known as rate of displacement. Or you can say displacement per unit time. We can say displacement per unit time. We can say R. we can define the distance covered by a straight line by a body orbit. Same unit is like straight. Formula: velocity v displays the distance traveled by time taken. Average speed, so the average velocity, how can we calculate? Displacement upon time taken. And next where we can calculate the final velocity. Final velocity upon plus initial velocity. Final velocity means v. Final velocity always it can denote by v plus initial velocity always denoted by u. We can get both final and initial, and for unit time we can calculate average velocity. Okay, average velocity. So you have to understand what is initial velocity and what is final velocity. Okay, so listen everybody. How when vehicle starts, and it begins to go, it starts to go. That is the initial velocity. Okay, when vehicles start to ready to go, or it is going in first stage, just start and selector taken by the driver and the initial velocity, that is the initial velocity, and finally is last velocity. Okay, so in this way we can calculate. Don't confuse what is V and what is U. U means initial one. Okay, if you will be in confusion, sometime you forget it. Okay, so in A to Z, when we read ABCD like this, so which comes first, U or V? You know. So U means initial, and after U, V comes. So V is final. In this way also you can remind yourself. Any confusion there is there? Very nice. So we can define in this way. Okay. So dear student, we will discuss here uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, and destination. Okay. So uniform velocity means, see here, see this figure first. Okay. This one. Suppose this is point A, this is point B, this is point C, and this is point D. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Okay? 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. So from the distance here to here 2 meter. This is 2 meter. This is 2 meter. From this one, and this one. From AB is equal to 2 meter. BC is equal to 2 meter. And CD is equal to 2 meter. So it means uniform velocity means in which a body, if a body covers the same displacement in each second. Okay? If a body covers same displacement in each second, it's called uniform velocity. And similarly, we can define non-uniform. Like this. Okay? Now, AB is equal to 2 meter, BC is equal to 3 meter, CD is equal to 1 meter. But time is same. So uniform velocity is that in which a body covers the different displacement in unit interval of time. Just like in 1 second here it covers 2 meter. Again next 1 second it covers 3 meter, and again 1 second it covers 1 meter. It means time is same, means 1 second, but its velocity increases and decreases. Means it, what you call that? Displacement is sometimes it covers 2 meter, next 3 meter like this. Means decreasing and increasing. Okay. Similarly, acceleration. How it can define? It means that the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity means this is final velocity, this is initial velocity upon time taken. So the rate of change of velocity. The rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. It's called acceleration. Its formula is final velocity minus initial velocity upon time taken. Final velocity we have already studied, v, and initial means u upon t. Okay. If this a value comes minus a, okay, minus a, then we can say that is retardation. Retardation. When value of a comes minus, in minus value of, when we calculate the value of a and the answer comes, the value comes in negative, then we can say the acceleration decreases. The acceleration decreases at that time. So we can define the acceleration in which velocity decreasing is called retardation. It's called retardation. So here student, we solve the question in next class related to all this chapter, and for today we are stopping our class. So you have to remind yourself what is uniform velocity, what is non-uniform, acceleration, speed, velocity, everything you have to remind in your mind, just like vector quantity, scalar quantity, whatever we have studied in this chapter. You have to remind that, and you must learn the formula. And next class we will solve the numericals and the questions related to this chapter. Okay, dear student. So we are going to stop this class today. So everybody to learn and read it in your home. Okay, thank you.